Hello guys, this is a video about people won't change, stuff won't change. Escape the building, it's on fire. So if you touch fire, you're going to get a 3rd-degree burn. You're gonna get a burn. And if you keep on touching it long enough, it's gonna burn through your skin. And they call it a flame. It's gonna flame through your body. It's literally gonna like burn through your pores. Now you're burned, now you have a scar. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Or if you get burned, you get turned into ashes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And ash creates like a certain like smell. Like when something is old, it starts to like mold, right? It creates like a certain type of smell. Like, you know how you burn like wood or whatever? You know, or whatever. It smells like very bad or whatever. It smells like kind of like strong, like a strong urn. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening to you. And it's creating like a carcinogen. If it goes inside your body, it's creating a carcinogen. You know what I'm saying? Which is toxic for you, just like mold. It creates a carcinogen because it's toxic, it's dust, it's old. It's the same thing being around old people and being in the same environment. I know a lot of us are hustling, trying to find a way out as quick as possible, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of ourselves. You know, trying to stay healthy and focused. You know, I know. But just know that. Don't be around the same. The building's on fire. It's too late. Can't save people. They're already burned. You know what I'm saying? And that's just... The building's on fire. You may have knew a couple people you was cool with, you know, for a long time, and you all of a sudden you guys are not even on good terms anymore. I'm not saying you guys don't get along. You guys probably do. You guys probably had similar interests or whatever, but you're getting away from the building that's on fire. You're actually becoming a fire extinguisher. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're doing. You're becoming different from them, you know? And you can't be around it because this is going to be fake. You know what I'm saying? You can't be around the people because it's going to seem fake. You know, these people could have said they were changing and this and that, but it wasn't really about it. They wanted to stay in hell. They say they wanted to come to heaven. You know, they had the thoughts about going to heaven. This is a metaphor. And they're not doing anything about it. They're comfortable with their own hell. It's the same thing with people. They're comfortable with the same habits. Just because something is comfortable, that doesn't mean it's probable. That don't mean it's good. That don't mean it produces good, lasting effects. And people want to stay in that. They're so obsessed with their own suffering and demise. And you got to get away from that. You know, it's like when you go against that, you suffer more because you're going against all of that. You become so resistant. You know, I'm using metaphorically speaking. That's why you got to get away from those people. You know, a lot of people are just not changing, man. They're only gonna get burned and stay in hell. The flames of fire only increases. It doesn't change. It only just increases. You know, that's all it does. It increases. It does not get better at all. That's the same thing being around people. It's going to rub off on you. You're going to get a carcinogen. And then you're going to start getting mold or certain things in your body that eat you up alive. You might not burn physically, but you're going to start getting eaten up or whatever. You're going to start, you know, your body may even heat up. Like, you're going to get a fever. That means your body's heating up. The body temperature is rising, and your body can start eating itself. It's cooking itself, you know? It might not happen physically, but it's going to happen, like, internally. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful, man. Especially being in a situation, bro, around people, man. Trying to figure something out, man. While trying to fight my way out. It's like, man. It's like the energy. It feels like my energy is being, like, attacked, man. Like, it just feels like it. It feels like a flesh-eating virus, man. A flesh-eating parasite that's eating my energy away. That's why it's so unbearable. We start to feel a certain way. You start to get these thoughts. That's why you don't be around these people, man. They're trying to keep you stuck in their hell. Because being in this low dimension form, it's like being in hell, basically. When you're rising above it, of course, there's going to be obstacles, man. Of course, it's going to be hard because you're literally in hell. Most people are literally in hell, man. And you're trying to go to heaven, speaking metaphorically. And there's going to be a lot of obstacles. You know, you're trying to climb the stairs to heaven, whatever. And people are just going to put this BS in their way, just throw fumes in their way to blind you. You know? You know? And that's just what it is. A lot of people just want to stay stuck in their lower form, bro. That's just what it is. They just want to stay stuck in hell. If they knew what the steps it takes to heaven, they wasn't about it. You can think something like, you can think you want to become a millionaire, think you want to do it. It sounds good. You know, you could have ideas and goals. As soon as it comes to the reality of doing it, then you kind of like back off. It's not so exciting because it was emotional, right? It was a thought, because thoughts are like 99% emotion, you know? And the 1% is like, you know, energy or whatever. People wasn't serious. Or you might have had a plan with somebody to do something, to make an idea. As soon as it comes to do something, they ain't doing anything about it. They start to withhold from you or not ghost you. They wasn't serious. They were just thinking a certain way. Just because somebody thinks a certain way doesn't mean anything. You know, it's like going to a building. Somebody says they want to be saved. As soon as you get there, it's already too late to save them. They're too far gone. They give you the thing when it's too late. You know? Like you tell them, hey, this building is catching on fire, and they don't want to leave. By the time you try to go up to them, it's too late. They're already burned. They're already scarred. You know? You know? No. You know? That's just what it is. You know? You know? That's just what it is. As soon as it comes to like doing it, they're not doing anything. They wasn't changing. As soon as you move a certain way, you're really doing it. They're kind of like quiet. You know, when somebody really changes, or if somebody's a certain way, you know, they're gonna be that. It's just as if you feel something's off or it's not met correctly or whatever, you're gonna know it. You're gonna notice the flaws of it. You're gonna get a gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel sensations around your stomach. You're gonna feel it. And that's the same thing with people. They're feeling that you're really changing. You're serious. So they're kind of like backing away from you. They was just talking a good game, man. They was just all talk, man. That's what it was. You know? They wasn't really changing. You know, this life, you know, especially the process of what we're doing is not linear. How everything is, like, you know? Even though, like, when you was doing the things in life to be better, you was showing signs of growth. You was actually changing. You don't even look the same. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind, right? Your body follows your mind. That's why when you feel stressed, you start to age, because your mind, right? That is the same thing, bro. These people are not the same. They look the same. You know? They still weigh the same. Talk the same. If you look at me a couple years ago, I changed. I evolved. You know? I don't want to sound arrogant, but, you know, it's just little leaps of growth through time. Of course, I got, you know, stuck a little bit in that, but I started changing because it's a body, man. It's an energy, man. Your body follows your mind. You know? And that's what it is. And these people can't hide it. So they just leave. They're not serious. If they was, they would have stayed with you, but it's the opposite, man. And that's what it is. And you don't want to stay with them, bro, because they're going to burn. It's going to be hard to recover or do what you want to do. You're stuck in their toxicity because everything is habits. You know, all you guys are doing is talking about nothing. People talk about doing great things every day, but are they doing it? No, they're stuck in their own personal hell. They want to act like they're better than the rest of the people because they have goals or this. But nah, they're not doing anything. It's a frequency. What you do, like, what you think, you know, what you think, that's what you start to do. And what you start to do, start to, like, affect things, and that creates a space. It creates, like, friction. It creates things that keep happening, which is frequent, which is frequency. You know what I'm saying? And that creates a wave. And it starts to have an effect on you. And that starts to change you. And that's things that you're really doing. These people isn't doing anything. You know? Like, what you do, right, becomes repetitive. When something's repetitive, it's called frequent. You know what I'm saying? What is frequent becomes a frequency. You know, it weighs out to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And that creates a certain vibration. They're just sinking down into the level that they are at. They're not changing. You know? So they can't, like, hide it. So you got to get away, man. I'm trying to find a way to get out of here fast, man. Because you're around certain people, you kind of, like, you find a way, you find yourself trying to go back to bad habits or this. You're not even close to even wanting to go back. It's just the energy, man. It's trying to pull you back. You know? That's the problem with being around people, man. And when you're on this path, you find out how lonely it is. I'm not saying I have a problem being alone, because I've been alone my whole life. You know, literally, I've been alone. You know, I had people, but, you know, it was half-ass. You know, especially when I started doing this. You know, but, yeah, man. That's just what it is. A lot of people are stuck in hell. You think there's a lot of people in heaven? Metaphorically speaking. Do you think there's a lot of people in heaven? No, of course not. You know? You know? It's just that, man. This is escape. It's not worth it, man. I'm trying to find a way out. Escape the building, man. It's on fire. You know? You might not be in it, but the ass, the everything around it is going to affect you. It's going to create carcinogens, which is going to go inside your body. It's going to affect you later on, and it's going to start to eat yourself alive, because it's going to get you sick, and you're going to get a fever. You know, and a fever is like, you know, your brain's like, it's like a lot of, like, your brain is like hot, basically, because it's heating up. It's eating itself apart. You know? You know? And that's what it is. You know, get away from the building, man. Don't be near it at all. It's going to affect you, man. It's not worth it. And that's just what it is. You know? Anyways, I'm out, man. I'm take care, man. Y'all know, y'all just stay alert, man, and y'all know about this, and then you do what you got to do to get away from that. I'm figuring out myself, man, because you don't want to stay in it, man. You don't want to stay in hell, you know. So yeah, man, you don't.